Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Saltcast. I am your host, Alex. I'm here with Sebastian and Bert, my two co-hosts, as always.
Welcome.
He's not always. You weren't here in the last two.
We're here always.
Well, whenever I'm here.
Actually, Bert missed one episode.
Yeah.
That is true.
But I'm here
That's
always.
because I was actually here for the recording. It just my microphone didn't work.
Yeah, but then we had to redo it, and you were
Yeah,
gone. So you have recorded the same
No.
amount. Well, I guess I did an extra one.
Oh, well, Bert has. But, yeah. I
Welcome
always
back.
in and out. So...
We're a month late on this episode, but...
Yeah, but this will be a good one. This isn't a fun one. We're a month into 2025, and we're going to recap a little bit of 2024.
Yeah, we're going to look back last year.
Yeah, we have our top 3 movies of the year, our top 3 worst movies of the year, our top 3 best games of the year, and our top 3 worst games of the year. So we'll go through those lists and talk about those.
Yeah, worst games was hard for me, actually. I barely played any games last year.
Yeah.
At least, that came out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one game that I didn't play, but I did see a bunch of videos about. So...
Well, save it for the list. Because first, let's do some news. It's been a while since we've done news. And I have a couple things. Obviously, the big one, which we slightly mentioned last time, Bert, is the Switch 2 was announced. But the trailer was kind of trash. They don't tell you anything. It's pretty much just it exists, and this is what it looks like.
And has different looking Joy-Cons. Though I do want to say, I like the Joy-Cons.
They snap
They
different.
snap, and then the buttons look better to press. Like, when you're holding it, side or horizontal.
I really don't think they can sell me on that. On any. I don't think there's anything they could have done. I just don't care much for Switch.
I like the Switch, and I will probably get a Switch 2 at some point, but that's just because I like certain Nintendo games, so...
I like Mario. I would like to play the next Mario game, but besides that, there's nothing huge that I can think of wanting to play.
Consistently pick up my Switch to play a game.
Yeah,
I go through very many.
I go through phases with it, but it'll be interesting at the least, so we'll see.
It's nice that all the Switch 1 games are backwards compatible with it.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they were cracking down so hard on the emulators a couple months back. Because they didn't want to have the emulators be the best way to play a Switch game when the Switch 2 is coming out.
Even though it is.
Yeah, that's probably...
It probably still will be, though, to be honest. In that trailer, there was also a new Mario Kart announcement, though. They showed a new Mario Kart in that.
Mario Kart's always fun.
Yeah, I like Mario Kart. I barely ever play it, but I've never, not enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I've actually gotten all the cups for all the different CCs in Mario Kart 8.
Oh, wow.
On the Switch.
The one that's been out for a million years, and everyone's been begging for a new one.
I guess that is a Switch game I played, was Mario Kart.
I'm excited for that. Mario Kart's always fun with friends. That's the thing with Switch games. They're usually more fun with friends.
Switch has always been the best for when someone comes over.
I actually do use my Switch a lot for whenever I'm hanging out with my friends. I think I said it last week, but I'll bring it with me so we play Mario Party.
Yeah,
it's a good party console.
I love Mario Party.
I used to play with my Switch in college a lot with my roommates and stuff.
Switch is fun. In person. Their online has always been
I've
terrible.
never tried their
Hopefully
online.
they fix that up. It's awful.
Yeah.
And it needs a subscription.
Yeah,
but almost all consoles need subscriptions for their online.
Yeah, well, I don't play on console.
Xbox has Xbox
point
Live.
is theirs
PlayStation
sucks.
has PSN. Switch has Switch Online.
Yeah. But at least Xbox and PlayStation don't constantly DC and not work.
That's true.
They consistently work.
I don't know anything about the Switch Online.
I mean, it's gotten better, but it's still way worse than Xbox or PlayStation.
I do find it kind of odd that there is no official Ethernet port on the Switch. You need to get an adapter if you want to use Ethernet, which is kind of odd.
Isn't there one in the dock?
No.
That is weird. I wonder if there's one on the new one. They didn't even show that. They barely showed the I don't think they showed any of the ports in the dock.
Yeah, the dock. The current one has 2 USBs, USB-A, and then an HDMI.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the USB-C for charging.
There's been a lot of talk. People are saying, at least from the leaks, that the Switch is still going to be less powerful than the Steam Deck, which would be tragic since the Steam Deck's 2 years old.
It probably will be, knowing Nintendo.
Probably. I would be surprised if it was.
Stinks.
I would think I would think it'd be about the same, you know?
Yeah, but they're probably trying to target battery life too, which the Steam Deck wasn't really its focus.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But, I mean, we're also now going to be close to 3 years out from the Steam Deck. So, they
should be more power efficient with the same performance.
Yeah. Just while we're on the topic of Nintendo, even though it's not specific to Nintendo, there's been huge rumors lately that MCC is going to Switch 2 and PlayStation.
I haven't heard about any of that.
You've talked about that in the past.
Yeah, but now it's starting to seem pretty certain. So,
it wouldn't surprise me with the way Microsoft has been going.
It wouldn't surprise me either. I wish everyone would do that.
Player base. If there was no player base, they would probably help with that.
I just hope that when they do that, they do the same thing they did with PC, and they start adding stuff again and supporting the game. I really hope they don't just port it and that's it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what they would do if they were to bring it to the new consoles. It would be kind of weird to bring a quote-unquote dead game to the games.
It's got more players than Infinite. And it has for years.
But it hasn't been receiving developer updates.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That would be a weird thing to bring to new consoles and then not support it.
Yeah, and when they brought Halo to PC, it was such a huge deal, and obviously the population exploded at the time, but also it literally felt like the games were releasing again. You know, it was so hype. It was so awesome, and they were always adding
doing the
things.
Campaigns that they were coming out.
Yeah, that is probably my favorite period in gaming outside of the original 360 days. Halo coming to PC was so cool.
Mm-hmm. That was my first experience with Halo, was when it came to PC.
I hope that
no, that's not true. It's my first real experience when I sat down and played the game.
Yeah, and they have the chance to do the exact same thing with PlayStation. And that could be awesome.
Yeah, but it would be one way because it wouldn't be everybody's playing on PlayStation. It would just be awesome for the PlayStation players.
That'd be nice for Xbox.
Yeah, well, it's cross-play, so you still get people playing now. You could go play Halo 1 and 2 again, which you can't play right now because only Reach and Halo 3 have players.
And if there's more players playing across the different platforms, then maybe they'll start looking at the game again. And
I highly doubt that.
Hopefully they don't body it like they did on PC, though, where every time they released one, it didn't work.
That'll probably happen, knowing the record. But actually, maybe not. Maybe they learned their lesson, and it's a new studio.
MCC
and literally the entire staff changed.
MCC released twice. And both times it didn't work.
So maybe the third time it releases, they'll have it down.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? And maybe they'll do something crazy. When they added... I seriously doubt it, but when they brought MCC to PC, they added Reach and ODST. Maybe they'll bring in Halo 5, you know?
Mm-hmm. That could be cool.
I hate Halo 5, but I mean, more games is always cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it for Halo stuff. The other things I have, some of these are kind of cool. Do you guys have news though? Because I don't want to. One of these is probably yours if you do have stuff.
The only thing I was going to mention was the Daredevil trailer, because I don't know if you guys talked about it when I was.
I do have that on here.
When I was away.
I haven't talked about it, and it was.
Yeah. Well, what did you guys think about it?
Say something. I thought it looked fine.
You didn't even see it, Bert?
I didn't.
I sent it in the group chat.
I didn't see that.
Typical
text.
Bert.
Well, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'll watch it while you guys are talking.
It looked really good, actually.
You want to hear a spoiler, Bert, of the trailer?
Sure, I'll probably see it in a minute, but
the Punisher was in it.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
That was
like the one from the Netflix
that was well
show?
known though before. Yeah, like that had been known.
I didn't know that.
I know for a fact I mentioned it before on here.
I didn't know. I was watching it and I was like, it's the boy.
I'm happy they have the same Fisk from the Punisher
that
or
was,
the Daredevil
that was
show.
well known too.
Hawkeye. That one I knew, but I didn't know.
No, I'm just saying in general, I'm happy that he's the same.
Well, they brought back everybody. Everybody's back. All the Netflix people.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd bring the side characters from his show.
I remember watching the Netflix shows for the first time thinking, damn, this would be so cool if it was canon, but it wasn't.
If you watched it when it came out, at the time they were canon. And then they were uncanon, and now they're canon again.
I watched them when they were uncanon.
But yeah, Daredevil season 1 and 2 is insane. And season 3 is pretty, like, it's alright. It's good. It's got Bullseye and everything. They're bringing back Bullseye, like, everything.
Oh, the horse from Woody?
Oh. But, yeah. Punisher's back. Fisk is back. All the cast is pretty much back. They're going to bring back Jessica Jones. They're going to probably bring back Luke Cage and potentially Iron Fist again. But,
oh man, I got a lot to finish up.
This trailer does look pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
And,
like when he busts that guy open.
Yeah, I just saw that part when he stomps on the guy's leg.
We're getting to a point in like the ground level stuff where it's building towards, it looks like a Dark Avengers and outlawed vigilantes and stuff with Fisk becoming mayor.
That could be super cool, I think. With Fisk. Especially after like the typical superheroes and like them being more lighthearted, now getting the do darker side of things.
Yeah, well, it'll be mostly contained to like Daredevil and stuff. But Daredevil is supposed to directly like feed into what's going on with Spider-Man, so. And then Daredevil will probably be in Spider-Man's next movie, so that is the rumors going around. Oh, yeah. But yeah, that should be pretty exciting. The whole thing with Spider-Man, that's another thing I was going to mention. Like, there's some news with that. They're like rewriting the whole thing and everything. Kevin Feige decided they've gone back and forth from making it another like multiverse thing to trying to make it street level to back to multiverse, and now they're back to street level. So we'll see what.
I hope they go street level.
Me too.
If I'm honest.
We'll see what actually happens. But that's going on, and Daredevil is feeding into that. So hopefully that seems like good news.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know if I got more stuff. This one I don't know a ton about. I just saw like the post about it. But you guys know RuneScape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't there a membership for it now?
Yeah. Well, they have a big controversy going on where they like put out a survey to all their players and stuff. They're like, we need to make more money or something, and then it's like, here are our future plans, tell us what you think about them. And they're charging membership prices for customer support and account security.
Wow.
That's
security?
That's their plan. Unimplemented.
It's insane, especially for RuneScape. The game where people's accounts are quite literally their lives.
Are worth actual money.
Yeah. That's so wild to me. How would that even work, though? Like, is it like a membership where it's like if your account gets stolen, you could talk to someone and get it back?
I don't know exactly.
Because I feel like normally
increased security measures on your account, you know?
Yeah, or it was like, I thought historically with RuneScape, it was just if you got the password, it was over. The account's gone.
Yeah, I guess they have. Maybe they charge you for two-step or something. Who knows?
That's stupid. I don't.
For the extra processing power. That is kind of. I mean, especially for a game that old.
I would assume
in general. I think it's weird.
I would assume that with the intense backlash people are giving, they will not end up going through with it. But the fact that they even put that out there was crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that would upset people going forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because now it's like
when am I going to lose my account security?
Yeah, it's like, well, now that they're like, that they're money hungry, what else are they going to come after?
Yeah,
they're going to charge me for taking a step or like signing into a character.
I forgot my password. I need to change it, but I don't have any password change tokens.
Yeah, you got to buy password change tokens, like you buy a username change things.
What other news is there?
Doom got a release date. Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah, I saw that. You can pre-install it. I actually pre-installed it already.
Yeah, that's the one for May 15th.
Yeah, I'm freaking hyped for that. That's going to be awesome.
You pre-installed it for a month out?
3 months.
That's just a waste of space.
Yeah,
I have like 2 terabytes, so it doesn't matter.
I guess that's
I barely have any games on my PC, so figured I might as well.
Oh, that's valid.
I haven't even bought it.
I
didn't buy it. It was free on PC Game Pass.
I don't have Game Pass. I need to beat Eternal before I even look into that one.
Yeah, I actually need to beat the other 2.
I beat the first one, but I never beat Eternal. I haven't even started Eternal.
Yeah, my problem with the games that have a bunch of like collectibles and stuff is that I want to do them all in my first playthrough, but then it just ruins the playthrough for me. Yeah, I spend most of the time doing chores versus playing the game.
Mm-hmm. I started Eternal.
All right, last news thing. Oh, nice. How's that? Hell yeah. Last news thing. I'm pretty sure you won't know anything about this, but I'm hoping Bert has seen this, but probably not.
I have one thing also.
Until Dawn movie trailer was released.
I haven't seen the trailer, but I did know it was a thing.
Do you guys like the game?
I don't even know what it is.
I have only ever watched people play it, but the game was pretty interesting.
I like Until Dawn. The trailer was terrible. It looked so awful. It has none of the characters from the game. It takes place
Love to hear that.
anywhere similar to the game.
It takes in a snow cabin?
No, it takes place in the summer.
That's awesome.
It's literally only the name, and I guess there was a Wendigoon, so that's
part of what I feel like set up the setting for that game was it being in the snow and it being so for anyone who doesn't know, because it like drove people to stay inside the cabin.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Until Dawn is kind of what kicked off. I don't know if you've heard of it, the Dark Pictures anthology games. They're basically playable horror movies. They're really cheesy, but they're fun, and like the goal of it is try and get all of the people to survive. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's like when you're watching a horror movie and you're like, don't go in that basement.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you can actually stop people from going in that basement.
Yeah. It's like a whole series of games. There's like 6 of them at this point, but Until Dawn's the one that like kicked off the universe. Yeah, it's crazy. The trailer is literally like nothing like the game, like not even close. You would literally just think it's generic horror movie if it didn't have the name, you know?
That's a weird...
Yeah, which stinks because we thought we were finally getting good adaptations and then we just backpedaled.
And that's like an easy win because it's a game that's meant to be playing a movie.
Yeah, and then like you can just choose an ending and write that ending.
Imagine in the theater you have like influence over which ending you get. Like you guys all vote.
I saw a thing where someone said it'd be cool if they had like just had different endings in different theaters.
That would be also cool.
That would be cool.
Missed opportunity as usual.
Like, yeah,
it'd be cool if like while the movie's playing and like a decision comes up, everyone has like a button, like a voter thing in the theater.
No, could you imagine? I think it would have been cool, and they would have got loaded with money. Imagine like AMC's have this ending. Regals have this, and you're like, you got to go see the Regal Until Dawn, not the AMC one, or something like that.
That would kind of stink though, because if you don't have an AMC or a Regal theater near you, you're screwed.
Yeah, I guess they could just make a bad movie instead.
What if you go to like one of those mom and pop theaters?
Yeah, that's true.
The point is,
officially associated.
It's nothing like the game. Shocker. This is gonna be another. I mean, it could still be just like a fine horror movie, but it just shouldn't be Until Dawn is the main point, So lame, stupid, kind of annoying. But what can you do? That's all I got.
I was going to say one other thing news-wise, and I just wanted to know your guys' quick thought about it, about GTA 6 being potentially $80 to $100.
So this is probably an unpopular opinion, but here's the thing, right? If a game were to be $100, GTA is probably the one that it would be worth it. Unfortunately, though, because they're doing that, everyone else will do that, and that's where the problem is,
Yeah. One thing I kind of want to mention is that since pretty much gaming started being a thing, games have always been about $60.
Yeah.
For the longest time. And it kind of stinks that now we're finally starting to see the price increase.
Mm-hmm. The thing that's upsetting is that
it's not like we're getting a better improvement in the experience of the game, because most of the time we pay $70 for a game to play it and then have to do a day one patch and have a bunch of glitches and stuff.
See, that's not my problem. My problem is that you pay your $70 and it doesn't even end there. There's still other things you can buy.
Yeah, that's another, and then you get in the game and then they have cosmetics and then there's a season pass.
I actually think it's reasonable for games to go up in price, but let me buy it and have everything,
Yeah, let me unlock stuff versus having to pay to unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of it in general, but it's just I don't know, because like you said, it'll just.
We went a long time without price increase.
But that's very uncommon in any industry. So
it just sucks.
Grocery slowly increased over time.
Yeah,
gas has, everything has except games for the longest.
That's what I'm saying. It's very uncommon
for it to not change. Yeah, it just sucks that you'll pay $100 for GTA, right? You'll be upset when it happens, but thinking of Red Dead, right? Red Dead is probably worth $100. I'm glad I didn't pay $100, but it's probably worth it. But then I'm gonna start getting charged $100 for Skull and Bones.
Yeah, the first quadruple A game.
Yeah.
And that's
to be fair, there's already DLC that is about $100, and there's other Escape from Tarkov. That game gets up to the thousands.
Yeah,
or high hundreds.
Sims is couple $1,000s with everything.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
The freaking Black Ops games and map packs are $100 each.
Yeah, it isn't uncommon to pay a lot. It just kind of stinks.
Yeah, it's lame. I just hope no one copies them, but I'm sure they will.
You would buy a $60 game and then have to buy a $100 DLC.
Okay, this is what I think GTA should do. Make GTA 6, whatever, and then if it's not 60, do 65 or whatever. But then make people pay.
It'll at least be 70.
Make people pay for minimum. Online. Make them pay, which I'm sure they're going to do anyway. There will be some sort of online pass or something.
Both are 60 or 70
GTA
or whatever.
Online is more than worth games. That amount.
Well, they do that with Red Dead. You can buy online for $20, or you can buy the whole game for $60.
See, that I think is smart.
That makes sense. Because then if you want to play the campaign single player, you can spend the 70.
Make your campaign and your default game 60, and then make online 60, and then you actually make it more than over 100 for the whole thing, and I think that's worth it,
especially because the way they release shit, you're not even gonna you're not gonna get a bundle, because single player usually comes out a year before online for Rockstar games.
But that looks good on your fiscal yearly earnings thing.
Yeah, it's basically releasing two games.
GTA 6 twice.
Yeah, and then it gives the people to be then what's kind of nice is you can buy the single player game on the PlayStation, and then when it comes out on PC, you can buy the
nice,
part, and you don't need to rebuy the same game twice.
True.
Just split it up.
We'll see what they end up doing. I don't know. They're probably not smart enough to think about that.
Anyways,
that's all for news.
Let's get to the thing.
We'll move in. What do you guys want to do first, games or movies?
Games will probably be faster.
All right, we can do those.
So let's start with
All
that.
right, best or worst first? Who wants to go? Or which one should we do first?
I don't have any worst. Like I
have
didn't
a couple.
play
I have
many
3
games
worst.
I have a
year.
couple worsts. Bert, do you want to go first?
Well, then you guys go.
All right, so I have X Defiant, Concord, and Skull and Bones.
Okay, well, I didn't play those though. Like obviously Concord and Skull and Bones.
I have Skull and Bones
I
on
played
mine.
X Defiant.
Suicide Squad would be another big one if you played that.
I thought about that, but see, the thing is, with a lot of games, I don't play them, but I'll watch people play them.
Yeah, I did.
I personally played Skull and Bones, so
like
I can attest.
I've done that my whole life.
Like, without having played them, just from like the general opinion of the public, I would assume the worst games of 2024 were probably Skull and Bones, Suicide Squad, and Concord. I don't know what order, but those are the ones I hear everyone saying are terrible.
Yeah.
But I didn't play any of them.
I didn't play Concord or Suicide Squad.
No one did. That's why
I found
gone.
I found X Defiant to be very generic.
That game actually popped off for a little while because it was like one of the only games without
It was a COD killer.
skill-based matchmaking. That was like literally their whole advertisement was, we don't have skill-based matchmaking. That's the only thing you need to know about our game.
Yeah, and it just feels like a COD clone with like, I don't know, it just felt very bland. It probably wasn't a terrible game.
Well,
but I didn't play very many, so it was kind of hard to think of them.
Right.
My worst 3 were 2K, Skull and Bones, and Star Wars Outlaws. I played like an hour of Star Wars Outlaws because it was free on Game Pass.
Wow, you played a lot of bad games this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's rough, buddy.
How did that go?
It was horrible. It sucked. It barely worked, and I've gotten very lucky with games not working because I have very rarely have I experienced a game where it just was unplayable. Like my textures wouldn't load. Like the game just wasn't. I couldn't even enjoy it because it didn't work. And then like stealth mechanics sucked.
It didn't work. Which one is this? This is Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah, it was EA.
That's crazy. I thought that was a Ubisoft game.
Or Ubisoft. That's what I meant. They used to be EA. But yeah, Ubisoft made this one, and it just didn't work. It was like... I don't even know how to explain it. It's like they tried to combine the...
It's just Far Cry, right? Like, pretty
kind
much.
of. But you just don't... Like, even the movement feels weird. Like, everything... Nothing feels good. Everything feels, like, gross. The gunplay isn't fun. The movement isn't fun. The stealth is non-existent. It tries to force you into it, and it just never works. And it's just, I don't know. It was very underwhelming.
Do you get a droid companion?
I never played long enough if you did. You have that little axolotl thing that follows you around.
That's so funny to me that the game didn't work. I couldn't play.
I mean, I could if I just didn't care.
Experience the whole thing.
Yeah, I could play it if I just didn't care about like people not rendering and like it just being a mush of textures scrambled on my screen. See the game. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Or there was multiple times where I got stuck in an endless loading screen.
Yeah,
so I actually hate when that happens to me in games. Right. And sometimes it just is a super long loading screen.
Yeah, and then I had to put a sports game on there just because they're always bad, and I always end up playing them. What was my other? Oh, Skull and Bones was the last one, and it's just like a waste of a game. Like it just
you
doesn't
get to leave your ship.
Yeah, it just doesn't have anything. You know, you could leave the ship. You could leave it.
I feel like
but like to get wood and like
nothing very fun.
I feel like Skull and Bones was obviously going to be bad though. You know, like you could tell 2 years ago that game was shit. You know.
Yeah, but it was the first quadruple A.
That's game. Another Ubisoft game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you did that one to yourself. That game was obviously going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't trust Ubisoft anymore.
Supposed to come out in 2018 and got delayed 6 years. Like, not a good sign.
I'm so worried for the new Assassin's Creed. I don't think that's going to be very good. I'm very, very worried about that. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, those were my worst games. So
while we're talking about bad games, that just reminds me of something. Suicide Squad got canceled and they just released their like ending cutscene online.
Oh wow.
Have you guys seen that?
No.
Like because it's supposed to be a live service game and it was supposed to go for however many seasons they had planned. But instead they said we're not making any more seasons after this, and they just posted like the final cutscene.
What was it?
That all the Justice League members they killed were clones, and then the Justice League came back and defeated Brainiac.
Oh, so they didn't actually kill Batman.
No, well, Wonder Woman died. That one wasn't a clone, but the rest of them were clones.
I don't care about Wonder Woman. I just cared about Batman.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing.
Because I'm now playing those games.
Yeah,
but everyone was like raging about it. They're like, because just the way it was, Batman was like all part of my plan, but it was like Wonder Woman actually died. It's like, how was that part of your plan, Batman?
Yeah, that's kind of troll. I actually beat the Arkham Asylum game.
That's a good one.
That was pretty fun.
But yeah, basically, Suicide Squad ends up being filler because everything that happened was undone, except for Wonder Woman.
Well,
but
it's not really filler because a main character died.
But she was never in anything until now. That was her first game.
So overall, we can just forget it ever happened.
Yeah, we just now can never have Wonder Woman in the future, though.
At least in the Arkham universe, but that's probably dead anyway.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they started making Batman games again.
Yeah, but I don't think they would do it in the Arkham universe. I think they'd just create something new.
Yeah, they did lose their voice actor, so...
Yeah, so let that Batman have its glory and move on to a new one.
Yeah. Anyways, Bert, your bad games, what was it you said? Just X-Defiant?
X-Defiant, Concord, Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
Okay. So that kind of wraps up our bad games. Yeah. I don't have any, but like I said, those are the ones I think of. Suicide Squad, Concord, that other one.
Skull and Bones. Yeah, so let's do the best. Who wants to go first with your best games? These are just the best games I played personally, so...
I have it as my favorite. It's favorites, really, not what was the best game that came out this year. It's what was your favorite.
That's what I did as well.
My favorite game was Helldivers 2. That's my favorite thing that came out in 24.
Yeah, me too. Helldivers 2 was my top of my list.
It's on my list.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what else came out, but I'm thinking Helldivers was my favorite. Space Marines, didn't that come out this year?
Yeah, Space Marines, Power World.
That game was actually pretty fun too. I liked the campaign.
Black Ops 6.
I haven't played any of the multiplayer.
Black Ops 6, I didn't play it, but I heard that's good.
Yeah, Black Ops 6 is on my list.
Zombies is good. I actually enjoyed Black Ops 6 Zombies.
I was looking through all the Game Awards stuff and games that came out last year. So Helldivers 2 is the only game that came out last year that I actually played.
Mine are Helldivers 2, Astrobot, and Balatro.
Yeah, so I haven't played Astrobot, but I put games that came out last year that I do want to try, and I have Astrobot on that, and I also have the Life is Strange game that came out.
Yeah, True, is it True, not True Colors?
It's, something about pictures.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
But you played Astrobot?
My games?
Yeah, I haven't beat it, but I did play it.
Oh, nice. I haven't played it, but...
It's very fun. It reminds me of, kind of like Kirby, the Forgotten... whatever.
Kirby's so easy, though. Is it that easy?
It's for it's not hard. It's like a simple children's platformer, kind of like Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, but Mario is more difficult than Kirby by far.
I would have to say it's probably Mario.
Okay, that's good.
But it reminds me of there's in the world there's a bunch of collectibles you have to do, or you don't have to do.
Yeah.
But part of the story is finding the collectibles.
All right, that's cool.
And there's actually pretty cool when you're in the world map, sort of thing. There's hidden levels that you get from interacting with that world map. That is kind of cool. I thought
that's cool.
Yeah,
it gets fun to you putz around in the world map and you unlock a hidden level.
That's cool.
Nice. So what are yours?
Mine or Bert's?
He already said his.
Oh, Helldivers, Marvel Rivals, and Black Ops 6. Where's mine?
Marvel Rivals is a big one that everyone loves.
Yeah, it's a lot
of... Yeah, Ken asked me today if I played it, and I'm like, nope.
It's a lot of fun.
I should try to play it more.
I think I don't know. Everyone seems to love it, but I just played too much Overwatch to want to play that genre of game anymore.
I actually, when I stopped playing Overwatch, I wanted to play a new hero shooter. There just wasn't any.
I didn't.
And I was like... kind of waiting for one to come out.
I mean, I'm like the huge Marvel fan, so it's just fun to be the characters. But it took
so long.
Well, it also helps that you didn't play a shit ton of Overwatch.
Well, I never played Overwatch.
Me?
Oh, good. I played like 400 hours of Overwatch in like 2016, 17, maybe even 18. And like...
I played a lot.
I was just like, okay. I think there wasn't anything specific. I just like, I played enough of it, you know?
Yeah.
I actually stopped playing before it got bad.
That makes sense.
Played a lot of the competitive. Like me and the boys would get on, stay up all night trying to like rise in comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 6, obviously I played that a lot. That was fun. Zombies, the campaign, everything was fun.
Oh yeah.
And Helldivers. We've all played that a lot.
I really love Helldivers. I actually though, for me, Helldivers, when we played it back in February or March or whenever it was, I was not a big fan. I mean, I liked it, but it was...
I remember that.
It had so many issues, like technical issues, that I just struggled to have fun. But when I saw it at the Game Awards, that they were bringing in this new faction, I was like, all right, I'll try it. And then in the last month, I've probably put like 100 hours into Helldivers. I unlocked everything. I got every achievement.
Dang.
Beat every difficulty.
Holy
I love
crap.
Helldivers too.
Damn.
Turns out when the game's working, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, that's good. What else? Are you ready to move on to movies?
Yes.
Well, you guys should look into Balatro.
I bought it. I just haven't played it.
That. Yeah.
It's kind of fun. It's one of those fun number games.
I know how it's played. Like, I've seen it played.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, if Sauce doesn't.
Yeah.
It's fun to, like, look at the Joker cards and, like, think of strategies to make the multipliers super high. And, like, funny ways to cheese the game to get your score higher.
I will probably play it at some point.
Does it work on deck? Is that a good deck game?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. That's kind of why I think
honestly,
I knew that, actually.
I bought it on my phone, and I play it a lot on my phone because I have my phone on me more than I have my deck.
Yeah, but I like
and it's like the perfect
That's
game.
why I wanted it on my deck.
That's fair. But it's like the perfect mobile game. Like the formatting and stuff is perfect.
I imagine,
yeah. All right, let's go movies.
Worst. Can I go first?
Yeah, go.
Yes.
I'll start at 3 and work my way to the worst. My third worst one is Corvin. I hated Corvin.
That was 25.
I forgot that was a movie.
Oh, that was 25? Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the other one? Venom. Because I remember
that
I was
was
like,
25
what's
also.
No way.
Venom 3 was 24.
Was it?
I remember Googling these. Yes, I was trying to figure them out earlier, and I kept thinking, Venom 3 is...
Oh, yeah. You're right, my bad.
Craven, released December 13, 2024. I'm keeping Craven on my list.
Yeah, Craven was December 2.
There we go. Craven is my third. Now you know that number 4 would have been Venom, though.
Jesus.
But Craven is my third worst movie of the year. I thought it was super boring, and it just, like, I didn't enjoy any second of it. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you didn't enjoy any second of this movie. How is it only 3? That's because the other 2 were worse than boring. They just were like, I can't believe this is even a movie. And one of these is Madam Web. That's number 2. Not the worst movie of the year. And you might be like, no way. How is Madam Web not the worst movie of the year?
I'm thinking I know which one it is.
Madam Web was dog shit, but it wasn't worse than Borderlands. Borderlands was terrible.
That movie was... Borderlands made me mad.
It just made no sense at all.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb. There was a lot of moments where you were just like, why?
And they're just constantly breaking the lore. The casting is terrible. It just doesn't make sense, like, continuity-wise, things that are happening. Similar to Madam Web, it does the same thing. Madam Web and Borderlands are honestly really close to each other in how bad they are.
Damn. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Borderlands was a rough watch.
All right, you want to hear...
So was Madam Web.
Want to hear mine?
You want to hear... Yeah.
My worst one was Madam Web. And then I guess I'll just go in order.
Lucky you didn't see Borderlands.
Yeah. Go in order since these were actually 24 movies. I don't know why I thought they were 25. But Craven and Venom.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same order as my list. Just you didn't see Borderlands, so you couldn't throw it at one.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear mine?
Yes.
So I guess my number 4 would be Venom 3, then Craven, then Madam Web, and then Borderlands.
Yeah, those movies were so bad.
This really was the year of like terrible movies.
Borderlands stuck out in my head as one of the worst I've seen.
It was so
in a long time.
You know what made me sad about that? Like everyone knows the Sony Marvel movies are dog shit.
I felt bad for the fans in my theater.
Like when we went,
they were so disappointed.
When we went to Borderlands, people were actually excited. They're like, "Oh, it's Tiny Tina, it's Claptrap, I'm getting the buck." Like they were hyped. Everyone was so excited. Like when we were waiting in line for popcorn. At least with the other movies, everyone knew they were shit. We went together, Bert.
Oh yeah, duh.
You fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah. We were at my house.
Yeah, because I wasn't there.
Then we came out and no one was saying anything, and we all just walked out.
I remember the guy sitting next to us, like he was with his girlfriend or something, and he like at some point was like, "What the fuck is this?" So, like he threw his hands up.
Did say, he's like, he's like, "That's not how it fucking works," or some shit like that.
Like he got mad. It was pretty funny, but I felt so bad for him.
That is sad. That's how I felt with Venom and Madam Web and all that stuff.
Yeah, but at least you know.
You have the expectation of it being bad.
I went in knowing they were going to be bad.
That poor guy had no idea. He was even like kind of dressed up for it too.
Damn, that's sad.
I don't remember what he was wearing, but
I just remember that scene. I thought it was funny, and then I remember like then looking back on the screen and then seeing that stupid fight scene where they like were fighting in a green room, and then like hard cut. Completely like ended like the fight scene sort of thing just for them to run down a hallway where you can still see the same room that they were just in to start another fight.
Oh man.
And they were like surprised that they were still I don't know, like I have to like
I remember you guys talking about this because I remember I listened to this episode and you guys talking about this fight scene thing that happened.
Yeah, I remember that really scene with Kevin Hart playing the guy who's supposed to be 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
But where he's like holding them off in like the acid chamber, and then like 30 of them tackle him, and then they just all die somehow, and he like digs himself out of the bodies.
Yeah, that was another dumb scene. You should watch that movie just to like understand how bad it is.
Oh god.
It's literally like equal to Madam Web for like, you know, just like weird shit that's like this is illogical, you know?
Like, why is this a thing?
Like where she drove a taxi to like South America somehow or something. Like,
well, yeah, she like she flew to South America and back in the day.
And then she still had a stolen car after flying there and coming back. Like just weird shit.
She was somehow able to get on the airplane while being wanted.
Yeah,
exactly. Like that's literally Borderlands. That movie is the same. I could see it going either way with Borderlands or Madam Web, because I'm sure you'd say Madam Web over Borderlands just because you don't know anything about Borderlands, but they're both bad.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the best.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, me too.
Before we get to the best, I just wanted to say there's like a couple things that came out this year that I didn't see that I wanted to see. One of those was I wanted to see Furiosa. I'll probably watch that sometime.
Oh, I did want to see that too.
Is that Mad Max?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
I haven't seen any of those.
I wanted to see that too, and I wanted to see what was Wild Robot last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that. Well, we're watching that probably by next week.
Yeah.
But yeah. So top movies. Who wants to go first? Start at 3 and work your way up.
I'll go first.
Okay.
My from 3 up, Sonic 3.
Let's go.
Inside Out 2 was number 2.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And then Deadpool and Wolverine was number 1 for me.
Yeah, my one's the same. That was an easy one, honestly.
Yeah, but all 3 of those I had a lot of fun with. I really liked. So, and then Deadpool and Wolverine was just that was just awesome for me. Finally, a good Marvel movie.
My list is actually almost the same stuff on it, but Sonic is number 2. So Inside Out, Sonic, Deadpool.
I thought you said you forgot about Inside Out. Did you just add it now?
Yeah, because that was better than what I had before.
What'd you have before?
Nothing.
Oh, nice.
That is better. Mine, I don't have an order. Actually, I guess I kind of have an order. Number 3 was Sonic 3. Number 2 was Wild Robot, and then number 1 was Deadpool.
Yeah, so Deadpool was like an easy win.
I guarantee.
I remember watching Deadpool and like having the biggest smile on my face, thinking Marvel's back.
Yeah, me too. I think that Wild Robot will probably knock out Sonic from my top 3. It'll probably bump it to 4.
We'll see.
He really likes.
We'll do an update after if it jumped in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
You should also. I know you weren't watching the Shrek movies with us, but you should watch Puss in Boots: Last Wish.
You've seen it?
Last Wish.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
That's a good movie.
That is a very good movie. That's one of the best villains in like an animated movie that I've seen in like a long, long time.
All the characters have such great stories.
They do.
Definitely not easy to freaking watch though. You gotta.
Goldilocks has a good story.
Yeah, they're all good. The bears in general. Death doesn't really have a story, but he's just a badass.
Yeah. Well, he's just a good villain, and then Jack Horner is another good unredeemable villain.
Good villain. Yeah. But there's
also some slight references to the first one, which are nice, which I did not.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw the first one before that.
That was another... Yes, I haven't seen the first one before I saw it for the first time. So, like, seeing the first movie gave context to the second movie.
Yeah.
A little bit, not much. It didn't, like...
It's basically just, like, they do, like, certain moves that they do in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, overall, there was some shit movies. And then the good ones were really good. There were
shit games too, honestly. Like Suicide Squad, Concord, like Skull and Bones. It's easier to think of
bad games and movies versus good ones.
Yeah, there was. This year was terrible, and like you think back to 23, where like shit popped off in every aspect.
Yeah, like Elden Ring and stuff came out.
To be fair, there were good games that we just didn't play. You know, there was Wukong,
Black Myth. Yeah.
What was the other one?
I actually do want to play that game. I just haven't had the time.
Yeah. I know we didn't say TV shows, but I have 2 TV shows. One of them ended this year, so I mean, kind of counts. And the other one started not this year, last year. We could have
done anime too.
I only have one anime that I enjoyed that came out last year, and that's Delicious in Dungeon. Delicious in Dungeon is fucking
free run.
Awesome. That didn't come out last year, did it? I thought that was 23.
I'm pretty sure it did. I'm double checking.
23 September. So no.
Okay.
Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon. Bert, if you haven't watched it, season 1's over. I think season 2 comes out in the summer. That is a great show. It's a Netflix original.
Brought it
up. What was I gonna say? Honestly, Netflix has some banger original anime. It's like a new thing they're doing. I mean, they've always been doing it, but
they're starting to focus on it now.
Yeah, they're like really going hard on anime lately. And Delicious in Dungeon is freaking good. It starts off like pretty all right, and then like halfway at like the mid-season point finale, I guess, it like kicks off. I don't know how to explain it without like spoiling anything, but basically it turns like almost mild horror halfway through the season, and it's like, what the hell? When did this get so serious? It's good. It's really good. Also, I binged Young Sheldon this year. So last year, it ended last year. That show, surprise sleeper hit. I hate Big Bang Theory, but Young Sheldon, that was awesome.
Yeah, I watched Unbreakable with Kimmy Schmidt or something like that. It was on Netflix. It was actually pretty funny.
Okay.
But I don't know if that came out last year. I just remember watching it last year.
The only TV shows I watched were like Disney Plus things that came out for like Star Wars and Marvel.
Bad or good?
Pretty much all bad.
I see.
I think I can't remember if there was a good one. Oh, Loki season 2. That was good.
That came out last year?
I think so.
Well, that was good. I did watch that, and I liked it. If it came out last year, that is also in my good TV shows.
Yeah.
Is there anything from last year that you want to check out sometime that you like didn't get a chance to get to, but either of you want to like
There's probably, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. I know there's a lot of
Black Myth.
There's a lot of things I want.
One game.
Look at.
Okay. What was yours?
Think of shows. Black Myth Wukong.
I want to. This is more for Bert.
I want
to check out Solo Leveling. That's an anime that came out last year.
Season 2 just started.
Yeah, I know, and I'm seeing all the hype about it, and everyone's like, it's really picking up now. And I was like, maybe I'll try it out. So I didn't watch any of it.
One thing that's nice is I know you're not a fan of it. Is there's not a lot of fan service.
I don't mind. Like it can happen. I just don't like when it's insane,
overabundant. Yeah, no, I agree.
Because like it's
in Naruto. Like, you pointed it out, and then I started to notice it, and then it became like, damn, like so much anime is just filled.
And like I can handle it. Naruto has an okay, like somewhat.
There's moments
of it, yeah, but it's not like it's never like
the whole
point of the show.
Yeah. No, there's definitely some that are like that.
Like Mushoku Tensei.
But he's not always like that.
Well, he is in the first season.
No, the first season was rough. The first couple episodes are rough. But like part of the show is like him actually growing up and becoming normal.
Maybe. Have you, don't say anything because I haven't seen it, but have you watched any of the new season of Dr. Stone?
No, I'm actually gonna wait for the whole season to come out and then I'll binge it.
Yeah, I
love that anime. For that. So I'm not going to do that to myself. I love Dr. Stone. That's probably one of my favorite animes.
They say anime is gonna pop off this season. There's a lot of things.
No, it is. I was looking at the calendar. And it looks hype. Yeah, maybe they'll come out with more Black Clover episodes.
Another thing.
Probably not.
Another thing. I think the manga writer of that gets like sick all the time. That's why it always is on hold.
Yeah.
But back to like the Netflix having god tier anime for some reason, just out of nowhere, because they have or just animated things in general. You know, you have like Arcane, Castlevania, the other Castlevania, Delicious in Dungeon, and what I recently started watching. It's only 3 episodes right now. Is Sakamoto Days. It's pretty good. I liked the first 3 episodes a lot. So I'm impressed by Netflix's anime selection.
One anime that Netflix has that's pretty good is Mashle.
I
Shield Hero.
Have heard of Mashle. Shield Hero.
The Rising of Shield Hero. I really enjoyed that anime.
I've seen some Mashle, but I haven't seen any Shield Hero.
It's an isekai, which I know that kind of annoys you.
I actually like isekai, but it depends on how it happens.
This one does it, I think, kind of good. It's actually a good story, I think. I recommend if you're looking for another one. There's like the next thing 2 seasons.
Next thing I'm watching is probably gonna be Solo Leveling, unless it's like doesn't catch my eye. I'll look for something else, but Solo Leveling is probably gonna be what I start watching sometime this week.
That's fine. After Solo Leveling, though, you should try an episode at least of Shield Hero.
Yeah.
Just because the anime has one of the funniest revenge arcs ever.
Oh hell yeah!
We love those. And another good one is Mob Psycho 100.
I think I've seen a little bit of that, like 1 or 2 episodes, but it was a long time ago.
Decent.
All right, well that wraps everything up for me. I don't know if you guys have anything left.
No, I think we're good. It pretty much takes us to the end of the show. So,
well, to give one final thing, we'll just say one of each. Game, movie, or TV show, whatever. Besides GTA, what are you most excited for this year? Because everyone's going to say GTA.
Besides GTA. That's tough.
Well, for me, I'll go first, I guess. Game, Killing Floor. Show, Freerun's coming back. Let's go, Bert. I'm excited for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Movie. I don't think there is one, so I'll just say Fantastic Four. No, not that comes out this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. But I'm not that excited for it, but
I don't know. That's what I'm excited for. Fantastic Four and Daredevil. That's really the only thing.
Doesn't Shrek come out this year?
I'm actually pretty excited for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Does Shrek 5 come out? I think it
comes out this year. That might be my number one.
No, it's next year.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
So, Fantastic Four, I guess.
All right. That's it.
Bert hasn't said his.
Well, yeah, I haven't said mine. You're trying to shut me up.
What is it?
I don't know what games are coming out is the problem.
Are you on the Freerun grind with me, though?
I am. I am hyped for Freerun.
I love Freerun.
For movie?
Oh, also Cobra Kai. Fantastic Four. Cobra Kai comes back soon.
Oh, yeah, and then for TV show, I'll do Cobra Kai. And there we go.
And actually the...
Oh, wait, no, I need a game.
The Karate Kid movie I'm kind of excited for, too.
What's the game that's coming out? I don't even know.
I can list a few. Other than GTA, obviously. We got
Doom.
Doom is one that's coming.
Oh, yeah, Doom. Okay. What else?
I guess you're stopping there.
No, give me like two more.
Killing Floor. Borderlands. There's a new Borderlands coming out.
I'm going to go Doom. Especially because there's a dragon, and dragons are pretty cool.
I agree.
I think there's a Final Fantasy coming out.
I've never played those.
Me neither.
There was something else big coming out this year.
There's a new Civ that came out.
Yeah, there is a new Civ. I haven't seen anything about it, though.
It comes out in February 11th.
That's kind of exciting. I mean, I like Civ, but I don't think I'm at least not going to play that right away.
Yeah, I started playing Civ with you, and then that was it.
I wonder if any of the Insomniac games are coming out, like the Wolverine or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm looking. This is fake. This has to be true. I'm like looking at games that are coming out. Spider-Man 2 to PC in 2025. I hope that's true, but I kind of don't believe it.
That'd be nice. I can work on those achievements.
Yeah, me too.
I got to finish Miles, actually.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wraps things up, I think, unless someone's got something else.
No, that's it. I'm good.
That's it.
See everybody next time.
Thanks. Keep it salty.